everyone, it's me, Casey. So a little update on what's been going on with me. We are all settled up here in Oregon. It's beautiful. It's a little chilly, which has been hard to get used to, but it's nice actually experiencing all 4 seasons and having snow. Like, I've never been around the snow, so that's pretty cool. But back to my story, my brain cancer story. I started my infusions for my Remicade for my Crohn's disease, and that's helped me quite a bit. I just go into an infusion center once a week and get hooked up to an IV and have the medication dripping in my arm for about 3 to 4 hours. It's a long time to be sitting and stuck in a chair just getting medication, but I keep myself busy with music and movies and stuff. The biggest side effect with that, with the Remicade, is I just find myself really exhausted lately. I'm dead tired, but the good news is it's helping my tummy feel a little bit better. So finally I'm getting some relief somewhere. With that being said, today marks day 486 straight days of me being in constant pain in my head. The migraines never lighten up. They never end. The lightest that they ever are, and on a scale of 1 to 10, is a 6, 5 or 6. I can never get it. I've never had it under that in the past 486 days. It's been tough. It's definitely starting to wear me down a bit. I find myself just saying, what's the point? I want everyone to kind of, doctor-wise, to leave me alone and stop putting me on all different kinds of medications, because nothing has worked, and it's just, rather than helping, it seems like it's making things worse. Whether it kind of changes my mental attitude, or it gives me more tummy problems, or it makes me exhausted, or whatever it does. Like, some of these medications are just awful. But I'm still keeping up the positive attitude. I just have a lot more harder days lately because the pain has been a bit unbearable, but I'm hanging in there. The good news is I met my new oncologist up here in Oregon. He seems really great. I'm just a little frustrated, I guess, because he wants to do what UCLA did, and he wants to test my tumor himself, because there's questions to be asked and raised about my last hospital and doctors and everything, and he thinks I wasn't given maybe the full or correct story, so he wants to double check the pathology himself on my tumor. That's great, because that means he's being super thorough, and he wants to make sure he tells me the truth from himself, and that I'm not getting the wrong information and he's not getting the wrong information, and so he can know how to treat me. The frustrating thing about that is I just went through this less than a year ago, and the waiting part for waiting to find out what he finds for what my tumor is complete agony. It is so draining mentally to try and keep my mind off of it, or try and keep it positive, because what if I was lied to? What if the pathology was incorrect, and for the past 1.5 to 2 years I was told I had brain cancer, had to go through all these procedures and tests and everything, and they were lying to me? Like, you're supposed to be able to trust a doctor more than you're supposed to be able to trust anybody. So I'm just having a really hard time going through this again, and having people questioning my last doctors again, because it makes me question everything I've been told as well, and it's just very draining. It's very hard. But again, I am trying to keep up the positive attitude. I know that this is what needs to be done, and I know that it's going to be good regardless of what kind of answer I get, because then I have a doctor who's looking at everything before he decides to move forward and treat me. So I think that that's very important, that he wants to get all the information himself. It's just really hard on me. I've really been struggling. Before all this, I never had anxiety, and not nearly this bad. I was never depressed. I was the happiest girl. I always had a smile on my face. I had a rough childhood. I had a rough life growing up, but I was still positive and happy, and now I'm on all kinds of medications for things. I find myself struggling mentally every single day to just get through the day, and it's really hard, because I know who I was before all this happened, and I want to be that person again. but at the same time, I know that I'm stronger than that person. I'm so much stronger now. I'm so brave. There's a lot of great things that I have gained from this experience. I just hope it wasn't all for nothing and that I wasn't lied to. Other than that, I guess there's not really much of an update on the Santa Susana field lab. Everybody's kind of been reading the news and they're still trying not to move forward with the cleanup. It's hard for me to stay on top of like the petitions and things since I am so far away now. I couldn't go to a special event that they were having to kind of fight back and get the politicians involved, which is hard because the whole reason I got into this was to help make change and to bring down or make the Santa Susana field lab get cleaned up. So I haven't given up, it's just I'm really stuck on what I can do from this far away. Other than that, everything seems to be going okay. I miss home a bit, but it's so wonderful being in Oregon. I love it up here. But that's it. That's my update. I hope everybody has a beautiful weekend and stays safe. Please keep up the prayers for me, especially just pray for me to be positive. Pray for me to keep going because I am finding it to be a struggle now. Yeah, I appreciate everybody's support and everybody's love. You guys really have helped make the last 486 days of pain just a little bit more bearable, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Bye.